Listeners, here at the Major Spoilers HQ, we've been subscribers to Loot Crate for years. I love all the geeky things that come with the monthly subscription box service. My wife loves the pop culture things that come with the monthly crate. And our kids love all the toys and fun things that the monthly Loot Crate brings to our door. Majorspoilers.com is full of pop culture and geeky goodness, which is why we're happy to have Loot Crate as a sponsor for this week's episode of Critical Hit. If you don't know how Loot Crate works, every month there's a different theme, and all items are curated around that theme. Themes are inspired by major movies and video game releases, as well as pulling from your pop culture franchises that we all know and love. It's so good, the Loot Crate. For less than $20 a month, you get 4 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, and unique one-of-a-kind items, and a whole lot more. If you want to get in on the Dead-themed Loot Crate, you have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific time to subscribe and receive that month's crate. If you wait too long and that cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. You're not getting anything. So make sure to head to lootcrate.com. That's LOOTCRATE.com/critical. Lootcrate.com/critical. And here's the best part. Enter the code CRITICAL to save 10% off any new subscription. Thanks, Loot Crate, for sponsoring this episode of Critical Hit.
This episode is brought to you by Major Spoilers VIP members. Thank you for your support of Major Spoilers and the Major Spoilers Podcast Network. If you would like to become a bronze, silver, or gold VIP member, go to members.majorspoilers.com for more information.
Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for sharing this episode with a friend. And thank you, everybody who goes to their local gaming store each and every week and asks if we're there playing a game. We're not, but I'm glad you asked.
Also, ask if their refrigerator is running. They love that one.
Sam is here this week. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
Rodrigo is here. It's always good to have Rodrigo here.
Oh, thanks.
D&D Brian.
Hello.
And Rob is here.
Hi.
And then there's Matthew.
I don't like that order, nor do I like that tone.
Well, you just saved the best for last. Matthew, yay!
Yeah, that would have worked if it weren't both you and I.
And the rest.
I just went around the room.
Yes.
He can't be nice to both Rob and I at the same time, or else something's up.
What? I just introduced you guys in the way that you are around the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Or at least on the bottom of the
250
screen.
miles west of the room.
Exactly. It's because he started west.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
He's working his way to the left, and I'm the furthest to the left.
I was doing some math after last session, and instead of 10,000 gold that we have left, we have 17,245 gold left. After our purchases that we made, our potions, and our magical hats, and all that stuff.
Well, that's good, because I found more stuff that I want to buy.
What?
I also have another 12,500 myself.
Oh, you
I
have
have 5,000 myself.
Oh, wow. Look at you guys, Mr. Moneybags.
Ket doesn't share money with the group, and the group provides.
Yeah, I just joined this group, so
I got $60 and some trading cards.
Yes.
that is irrelevant.
Actually, I don't remember. Have we been giving Orem all the money or not? This may be stuff that Orem brought with him from the last time.
I
It's
don't
just been
know that
sitting
we
in his
have
bag
had.
of holding. So you guys have been dipping into Orem's stash. Wow,
I don't know that
that
we
sounds very
gotten
familiar.
Cash since
Yeah.
I joined the party.
I don't believe that this group has ever had a money discussion. I think that
There
out
was
of
a money
character,
discussion.
we all just assume that it's coming out of Orem's
I
pot.
think here's partially what happened. Like all of the party gold, I just gave to Steven at the beginning.
Well, there was a thing. There was a
because
thing.
Orem was like literally in charge of the treasury, so he's
Yeah.
just like yoink.
Yep, that was a discussion that we had way back in season 1, perhaps season 2, I believe,
it was
because
the episode
it was
called Embezzlement.
No. It was right around when right before Ket joined the party. We had already decided that Orem was going to gather and hold on to the money because he had the handy haversack.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ket joined the party, and we were really kind of nervous about his gambling habits. And so we told Ket that he could keep his money and do whatever he wanted with his money.
Ket demanded
and the
his
rest of
money.
us would pool our resources. So.
I don't recall there being any we.
No, not in this.
No, Sakar was not there at that time, so.
No, I never mind.
You wanted to spend it all on funnel cakes, so we can't go fighting dragons and demons with funnel cake armor.
You can't fight dragons and demons on an empty stomach either, Mr. Man.
Sure you can. Makes you hungry so you can eat the dragon when it's dead.
Hey, if Rat Queens is to believe, you can totally fight dragons with candy or befriend.
You cannot eat dragon.
Sure you can.
It's not kosher, man. Look at those hooves, I'm telling you. Anyway.
There's our money discussion.
Money discussion. I thought we sounded a little bit low.
Afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not just saying that because it makes me sound wise in retrospect.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Well, I had no idea how much anybody spent on, items going into this session, items going into the first session of this season.
This season, Season 5, Legacy of Ghosts, on Critical Hit.
Yes, there was a certain amount. There was a certain max which people could spend, but yeah, a few people walked into game with a certain amount of cash.
Hi.
Hello.
So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Why don't you read us your shopping list, Sam, and we can.
So the things I thought would be potentially useful, and their gold piece values. One is called a Goodnight Tincture. It's cost 700 gold pieces, and it's basically knockout juice. You slip it into someone's drink, and they have to make a fairly significant fort save or fall asleep. Considering it's just 700.
It attacks their fortitude. There's
yeah, exactly. Sorry, not fort saves. Mixing my additions up, but yes, it makes attacks their fort save at a fairly reasonable bonus. I thought that could be potentially good if we wind up in a guard situation.
Nice.
Other things of relevance were an enshrouding candle, which I got the idea from, since the car was talking about wanting to be invisible. It's actually a candle you light, and then anyone in its light is invisible. It breaks up automatically if you attack someone, and only lasts for a certain amount of time regardless because it goes out. But it would really probably just be breaking if one of us attacked someone. But it just produces an illusion, so people would still see like the hallway, but wouldn't see us moving through it.
Nice. And it does burn for 8 hours. That's a pretty cheap item.
Yep, exactly.
2,600?
2,600 for a candle?
Yeah.
I can go down to the market square and pick up a candle that they say.
Yeah, but
they tell me it's an invisibility candle. They say they say try it. I'm like, okay, I light the candle. Where'd it go? I'm like, it works.
You light it, you bought it.
They only wanted $20 for it too. I thought it was a bargain. No $2,600.
Gold.
Anyways,
the mall kiosk when he bought his glasses.
Some other items I thought of was one is called a jar of steam, costs the same amount, and is basically your ninja vanish item. You open it and it creates like a fog that causes some incidental damage to anyone who's not you in the area, but mostly makes it all produces concealment, which could be super useful for little sparkle when I want to stab people.
And that's 2,600 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yep.
Oh. Does that mean
most
Sakar
expensive
could go
item?
all Batman?
That does mean Sakar could go all Batman. Anyone who wants to go Batman can go Batman. In fact,
I'll take.
Now, wait,
4.
you say? What did you say about other people could get damage from this?
Oh,
it's
it causes a D6 of damage to anyone in the area except for the person that pulled the cork.
An important addition to that, a D6 of fire damage, which most of us are resistant to anyways.
Yes.
Soak it.
Okay.
At most, I would take 1 damage from that.
Same here. Actually, I don't even take damage.
It's pretty incidental. It's mostly for the cool effect of producing concealment in an area.
I'm at the point where if you set me on fire, I actually gain hit points.
That's a good point to be
at. It's a good thing I'm on your team.
Also makes sound within the area inaudible from outside, too.
And what's the radius? Or the circumference.
Or is that 2 square radius?
So I could get everybody in there, right?
2 square burst?
Yeah, I guess so.
So I would get
So
everybody.
that you have to be 5 by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd squish, but it's doable.
All right.
We wouldn't even squish. Like,
Jar of steam. What else?
One thing that I thought we could have as a backup for if we really want Randus up at maybe more than 10 hit points is a potion of vitality, which is 1,000 gold, but would raise him to 25 and allow him to make a save against an effect on him.
And that's a one-time use, or is there a...
That's a one-time use. It's
Is it
basically just a souped-up potion of healing.
Okay.
But I just foresee a situation where it's like Randus is down and he's got some kind of, not linger, but what's it called? The ongoing damage on him. Yeah. And it's like, well, I've got him up now, but as soon as that ticks, he's going to take 10 and he'll be right back where we started. So this could give him a buffer and let him make a save against it.
So, if I'm right, it doesn't look like the enshrouding candle is actually consumed when used. You can just use it every day for up to 8 hours. But once you extinguish it, you have to wait a day before you can relight it.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, cool.
Invisible magic's got to recharge.
And all of these are from actual manuals and not...
Yeah, that one's from the Adventurer's Vault.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the Potion of Vitality, I think, is the only one that's from the core book. The rest of them are from, I believe almost all of them are from Adventurer's Vault 1.
Cool.
And then the final item, the one I'm probably most up in the air about because it's the most expensive, but is super neat, is the Spymaster's Quill. Basically, it's for when you sneak into a place and need to find...
I'd be hearing something.
No, when you need to find their library and write down their Death Star plans, you pull this out and it takes notes really quickly and
Nice.
exactly copies something.
Hi, I'm Manny Bothhands.
What does that cost?
5,000 gold.
Whoa. Is this a one-time use or anytime use,
No,
or what is this?
again, it's a wondrous item. Use it,
Oh, okay.
you
it's at
get
will.
to have it forever.
It's a forever artifact.
And what did you have, Rob? $12,000 worth of...
I had 12,500 gold pieces. I have 1 astral diamond and 25 platinum pieces.
What was your climbing and swimming thing?
The gauntlets of swimming and climbing. In just a moment. Oops. Gauntlets, they're 5,000 apiece. But you gain a climb speed and a swim speed, both equal to half your speed.
Okay. The Spymaster's Quill will only copy 1 page at a time.
Which the climb speed, the gauntlets would basically negate our need for the potions that gave us the bonuses to climbing. Because we could just climb.
Well, how many gauntlets are you needing? How many gauntlets are you expecting for everybody?
How many of us are crap at climbing?
Yeah, how many of us are crap at climbing?
I don't know.
Hello.
You, me, Randus, apparently.
Well, we don't have 15. Wait, we can't get...
I can get my own.
Not with everything else on the list.
Yep.
I'm fine at climbing.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm trained in it.
This car's good as long as the balcony's not involved.
Well, it's jumping.
Hey, that was jumping.
My
that was
only
jumping.
weakness.
You want to bring up old stories. Well, there were these horses.
All right.
So just buying 1 gauntlet
I should
would take us
train
to $16,900 if we got everything else. Which
I will also put forward my own 5,000 gold.
that.
Yeah, but you shouldn't spend all your money.
Well, fine. Suppose I need, something to...
You need a little walking around money,
Yeah.
little something, a little quarter that you can put down in your shoe in case you get mugged and you have to call your parents or somebody.
So I get mugged and have to call... If Little Sparkle gets mugged and have to call her parents, things have gone very, very wrong.
I suppose so.
Sounds like a typical session for us.
But how much do you have? You have 12,000?
12,500.
So if Sam bought her own jar of steam, Which one of those items did you want most, Sam?
The jar of steam, for sure.
Okay, so if Sam bought her own jar of steam, and what was the other? What was the first one? Goodnight juice.
Yeah, it's not actually called Goodnight juice. It's called Goodnight tincture.
Okay.
I called it knockout juice.
All right. Well, if you got those two,
Yeah, I can do that.
and then let me see. And then, Rob, you bought your own gauntlet of climbing.
Mm-hmm. We could also ask kindly if we could sell back the potions, since we wouldn't need them after having the gauntlets.
Let me stop you there for a second. Chances are, any severe climbing that's going to happen is either going to involve some sort of check or be part of a skill challenge, which will then involve some sort of check. So maybe you don't necessarily want to trade back all of your potions that give you a bonus to athletics.
Fair.
That is fair. But yeah, you've got a good point about the Spymaster School that it only recreates a single page. Now that could still be useful, but
I mean, you can effectively copy a page at 6 seconds a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering that, like, we're on a very espionage-heavy mission.
One round to copy, another round to paste, basically. So, yeah. 12 seconds you copy a page. Yeah.
Do we need some gauntlets, Brian?
I don't know.
I'd say we're also on a river.
Yeah.
And it gives us both a climb speed and a swim speed.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sell there.
I prefer the speed of don't fall overboard on the river.
I prefer to plan for the worst.
Because
it's usually not even remotely close to as bad as what happens to us.
It's up to you guys. Now, I got a question, Rodrigo, about monies and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You say whenever we reach another level, you automatically give us more gold in some way, shape, or form, or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are getting, I think, pretty close to a level up, right?
Yeah.
So we could get everything if the shopkeeper has everything.
But then the question becomes, what's our in-universe rationale for doing that? I mean...
Well, we know we have to go up a mountain, and we know we're going down the river.
Yeah. I mean, you can... I think you can rationalize it by saying, like, well, up ahead, there's going to be a lot of challenges. Also, the Proud Baroness can't help us. So, expending a fair amount of your resources is not crazy. That said, even you as players should be aware that usually the way that I give you resources is if it fits into the story.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going off and climbing up into a craggy mountain, it's very unlikely that I'll be able to give you guys money while you're up there.
Yeah, I mean, Little Sparkle would push for the items that I've picked out, basically because she thinks that they would be good for sneaking into a salamander coil base and potentially breaking out Lack.
If we were to purchase everything on the list based on the pooled amount of gold, would we be exhausting the entire common fund?
Oh, no. If Rob buys his and Sam buys her stuff, we would only be spending 6,900. I'm sorry, 3,000, 8,000. We'd have lots of money left over. We'd have $12,000 left over, essentially.
Well, I'll allow it then.
Plus, also all of your
material components.
And incidentally, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but anything that you find on the books that is approved and is within the right level which I believe is level 19,
Mm-hmm.
Randus can actually just make out of material components.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And
Randus,
we can
make me a sandwich.
we can
Better be a
potentially
pretty damn
buy
good
material
sandwich at level
components at the at Sam's friend's store, or Sparkle's friend's store, right?
Don't we have a bunch of spell components and
We'd probably have a large chunk of them, but I don't know exactly how much we have.
Oh, we have some left over from the dream quills and some left over from those crystal
We have
monsters.
60,000. We have
Oh,
60,000 K in components is what I have written down.
Ooh, okay. Well then, how about we cut out the middleman and just put Randus to work?
right?
Do I need to
Earn
make
your
some
key for it
gauntlets?
to do thing.
Probably.
What you do is you take regular gauntlets.
Craft magic items anymore?
Did he?
I don't think I ever did. I think I was always assisting.
Yeah, he stood around and went, "Yep, that looks right."
No, it's hand me a wrench, hand me a flaming thing.
I said 3/4.
So it's up to you guys, whichever way. Like I said, we have 60,000 in components.
If the components plan works, I feel like that may actually be the way to go. I mean, presuming we're not in a super heavy rush and that Randus can create these items in a, it won't be it'll take us 16 months to get there with a wagon full of iron thing.
Well, it just depends on how,
It's 1 hour per item.
And how many items were we looking at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. So over the course of a day.
Yeah, we blow a day prepping.
Sold. I mean, Little Sparkle wants to gather some intel around the city anyways, and Randus is not very good at that, so
Yeah.
he can stay home and work. He should also spend some time poring over those submersible plans so that, we don't get surprised when one pops out at us from under the river.
Yeah, brain guy, do all the braining.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sakar's going to go with Little Sparkle and be sneaky.
Are you actually sneaky?
See
We'll
what I
find
can do
out,
to build,
won't we?
like a reverse periscope into the bottom of the boat.
It's called a
actually one of
glass
those,
bottom.
Yes, I was about to go there. Thank you.
No, I want to be able to look around. Man.
A glass bottom with
That's a good one.
With like a bubble in reverse, so you can
it's
just lean down and stick your
tourists
little
looking
Randus head. No, actually, there's just a hole in the bottom of the boat that Randus can finally put those goggles to use, put them on, and just stick his face down in the water and just kind of look around because he's got those goggles of Randus +2 for adorable.
All right, so if we use just our components, we'll still have 41,000 in our
All
components.
right, I'm glad we really had this complex debate. I'm going to put my goals
No,
back
I mean,
next.
that's good because we have to discuss whether this stuff is useful. We have to understand rationale for everything. We have to get approval from the GM to do this stuff. So,
plus, we are a gaming group, and this is part of the gaming experience. And people at home are thinking this is awesome stuff.
Are they?
Shut up.
Yeah, so when we started this
Shopping
this
exercise.
season like a year ago or whatever,
Oh, don't do that.
we I told Brian, I was like, okay, Brian, you have these feats and you're not doing that much with them. So it's like we kind of talked about like more stuff that he could do maybe and stuff, and he has done like none of that. Very little of it. So at this point, I don't feel too bad about but basically telling you guys that you have this resource in Randus. And if you want to look stuff up that you want Randus to make for your character, you can, so that you can put him to work, so that you guys aren't just carrying 60 million gold
No,
in
only
ritual
60,000.
components that you only used like 500 a pop to make
To
eagles
send-
every once
to
in a
send
while.
messages to Randus's mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Dear Mom, I
that's a
had to
good
burn
use.
up some bananas before they went bad. How is Dad? Love, Francis. Sorry, magic bananas. Nomenclature is important.
So yes, think about that.
Mystical plantain.
All right. But are you okay with us buying all the or making all this stuff then, Rodrigo?
Yep.
All right then.
Juju fruit.
After I just
What'd you
printed
say?
out a brand new sheet to include the thing that I got last time, the elven kind boots.
Uh-huh.
Now we're gonna add some gauntlets onto this.
Yep.
What a waste of paper.
Woo, gauntlets.
So,
Yeah.
so who all is getting gauntlets?
The weaklings.
I suppose
Orem.
I'll.
Orem, Randus, and Ket.
Team Nerd.
Yes.
Yeah, basic Team Arcane.
Yeah.
Team
I'm sort of
Nerd.
arcane.
Nerd.
What are they called?
Gauntlets of swimming and climbing.
I think Sakaar counts as arcane, even if he's an alpha beta.
You're
Nope.
primal.
Yeah, he's the
Nope.
same thing.
Our-
Magic
No,
is magic.
very different.
nope, definitely not. Definitely not. And if anybody said that to Sakaar in character, he'd probably be pretty offended.
Noted.
Okay, so who all is going to go ask around town?
Little Sparkle.
And Sakaar.
And Ket.
Oh, God. We're going to be super, super sneaky.
Are we?
Team sneaky.
I mean,
Someone's got to guard the boat while Randus is doing his thing.
Yes.
It's more team talky.
yeah, exactly. Ket
Yes.
and Sparkle are super talky. I was later really upset that the two of us went off together to the docks and left Orem and Randus by themselves.
I was
without
so
anyone who
happy.
could roll
I was so
streetwise.
happy when you guys broke up into those teams.
That was fine.
Ket did that on
Worked out
purpose.
Yeah, we set up some. Orem and Randus set up trade negotiations. Come on.
Yeah, it was very successful for that gang leader.
For somebody. Sure. Well, it's putting money into somebody's pockets, right? It's good for the economy.
Yes.
Good for the economy.
Yes. I've decided that I belong to all teams, so I'm going to be on Team Talkie Sneaky.
Okay. Okay, so we'll do a skill challenge. Orem and Randus are going to skip this one. So
Okay.
all Little Sparkle has to do is catch up to Ket over here.
Nah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, one more. 6.
Cool. Don't use my face for the fail indicator. That's rude.
Oh, it's
No,
not. It's the just because you think your
Okay.
face is an awesome skull. That's not actually what this is.
Sometimes it is. Snake faces are everywhere, man.
All right. So why don't you guys roll initiative here for me?
On critical hit.
My initiative is what I thought it was. Hey.
It's cacao. That sort of sucks.
I'll be taking points at 35.
Yup.
This came down about as expected, actually.
There really aren't any options for Ket and Sakaar to score a 35 initiative.
What did Sakaar get?
21.
Okay. What did Little Sparkle get?
35.
Okay. And what did Ket get?
Last 17.
Ket.
My total initiative was equal to Little Sparkle's bonus.
Nice.
Well, that explains why you're so sneaky then.
Because I'm fast.
You were fast.
Yep. All right. So, Ket, Sakaar, and Little Sparkle go into the city of Du'u to try to figure out where this secret meeting is happening. Before we start on this, does Little Sparkle want to brief these guys on anything?
So should I assume that document that you shared with me is stuff that I know about Du'u?
That's actually stuff that all of you guys now have access to.
Oh, cool. She'll share like her geography knowledge with them so that to provide an excuse for everyone to know that shared dock. I'm trying to think of what else. I already told them about the whole Capricorn and Salamander Coil potential collaboration here. I'm trying to think what
Not
else
Salamander's
would be.
Coil.
Oh, sorry, not Salamander Coil. It was specifically Capricorn and who else?
Suspire.
Suspire, right. So yeah, she'll talk a little bit about the relevant guilds at play. She mentioned, I think, previously that Suspire would be the people who had the most to lose from what, at least on the surface, is what Lek is supposed to be working on, since they're the ones that have the spectral perfect star, and the Salamander Coil were looking to replicate that unlimited energy technology. And she'll also mention specifically that Capricorn is the dominant guild when it comes to divine power. So they can possibly expect some of their agents to be capable of that sort of magic. And that was weakened due to some incident involving a bunch of their priests disappearing when the moon got weird. And let me see if there's anything else that I think would be specifically relevant about those two guilds. I said that this was probably happening here instead of Talax because it would be too obvious for Capricorn and Suspire to be meeting here otherwise. I'll mention a few of the most prominent members of both guilds to them, just in case those names come up while anyone's coming, so they don't be like, who's Zukotak?
Okay. First up.
I'm going to attempt to basically make a streetwise check on the operating principle that I've been here before. I've got to have at least some people that I know that I can trust, even though it's been a while and things have been a little crazy, that I can press for a little bit of information about where a secret meeting of this sort of nature might be happening.
Okay. So what skill would you like to use for that?
I would like to use streetwise.
Works for me.
I have a 33.
33 is a success.
Sweet.
Little Sparkle gets a lead on some people who might, some people she knows that might have some information about this. Next up is the car.
All right, so she found a guy who knows a guy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go check out a guy. Would it be possible for me to discern, using the nature of my nature, whether there is anything that looks like a heavy-duty, intentional, evil intent in our path, like an agglomeration of bad dudes, if you will?
No.
Damn.
You can use nature to do foraging stuff. You can use nature to commune with the spirits, but you can't generally use it to say, like, is this going to be a good course of action?
Can I ask the spirits if they know where the dudes are? We were just discussing, and now the words have literally left my brain. The two guildy groups that we want to avoid attracting the attention of. Right. The Suspiria and the...
Suspire and Capricorn.
Yes, Suspire and Capricorn. Could I subtly ask the spirits if they know anything that looks like an agglomeration of Suspire and or Capricorn activities?
Sure. I'll allow it.
Awesome. Om Churikuri Om. 19.
That makes sense. That's a failure.
Hey!
It was kind of a stretch. I'm glad the dice are with me on this one.
The spirits are like, huh?
It's worth a try.
You can throw an action point into this if you want to try and salvage it.
At this point, based on their ability to palaver, I am not particularly freakishly worried. We all have action point, correct?
Yeah, everybody should be back to full and have their action points and all their hit points and everything.
All right. So I fail.
Yep. So Little Sparkle starts chasing down a lead. Sakar goes to the center of town and begins meditating and is doing that. Cat.
So we've yet to figure out exactly where they are meeting, correct?
Yes, that's the whole point of this. Where they're meeting and
right.
also not get caught. Presumably where and when.
Do they have any, like the Salamander's Coil have those banned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do the Suspire or Capricorn have any identification?
Yep, that's how at least I knew that Suspire was here, is they've got little seahorse iconography. Now that I've been alerted that Capricorn is here, I could probably tell them what their icon is if they have one.
They do. It's a goat with a tail, with a fish tail.
That makes sense.
I am going to try to... This makes it like a terrible idea, but I'm going to try to follow one. Or not necessarily eavesdrop on one and see if I can... No, that's not going to be what I want to do. That's just going to be perception. Now I'm going to try and... Can I use Streetwise to try and like eavesdrop on conversations from just through the path or follow a couple of them?
I'll let you use Streetwise to tail them.
Okay.
Which ones would you like to tail?
We'll go Suspire.
Okay. Makes sense.
What is my Streetwise again? There it is. Okay. And yeah, it's a 27.
It is a 27. That is not a success.
Ooh. I'll go ahead and use my action point.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, but I've got
worse than even
I've got a
odds.
50% chance of doing worse than I did. Do I have a power that can help with this?
You know, since the first game, I've told you action surge. That's what you get. None of you humans or half humans ever take me up on it.
No, none of those are helpful. I'm actually going to not spend the action point on that one.
All right. You got anything else?
No.
All right. Little Sparkle was right. They can't ask directions to save their life.
They really can't. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to salvage this. Before she worked with the Coil, Sparkle spent some time infiltrating Suspire. So she's going to try to use her knowledge of their protocols to get an idea of, kind of narrow down the field and possibly even talk to one or two of them to try to pass herself off as a Suspire agent using bluff to get some more information.
Okay.
All right. That's going to be a 41.
41 is a success.
I'm just carrying this skill challenge, guys. Don't worry about it.
She's got it. So, Little Sparkle gets some leads, figures out where these guys are staying, goes up to the Suspire guys and just, has a conversation. She knows about old kind of fringe in the sense of out in the boonies activities that Suspire was engaged with. So, they probably haven't changed much. So she kind of talks to them about that. They don't seem to really wise up to it. She gets a sense for maybe where they're staying. When she leaves, she walks by this plaza and sees that right at the center of it, there's Sakar, and he's just covered in branches and roots and stuff, and is just glowing green.
Oh boy. Very subtle.
Yep.
Did you tell Randus to keep the boat running when you left?
Randus, you guys are pretty, like, if there's one thing that you guys have gotten good at is making a quick escape after you screw things up. But it is to Sakar, who suddenly awakens from his trance to see little Sparkle leaving an inn. I cannot hear Matthew if he's talking.
I don't know where he's at. He shows a connection. So maybe
Hey,
he's
what happens
muted?
if I push this button?
Yeah,
Hey.
that's what the problem is.
So yes, unfortunately, Sakar actually got too much information because
You turned into it, yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes you go native. All right. Sakar is going to use his perception to realize that A, he's a big dumb turd, and B, that's Little Sparkle, and that he needs to tail the guys that Little Sparkle was talking to.
Okay.
Perception. 27!
That is not a success.
Well, I'm going to utilize my action point
Okay.
because Sakar was coming out of his tree trance, his treance, if you will, and had not quite transitioned. Don't you boo my puns, young lady. That is Rob's job.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for defending my position, Matthew.
Well, somebody's got to do it, and if not me, who? The enemy? No, wait, that's not right either. The friend of my friend who's annoying is also slightly less annoying than my... Gonna roll my thing now. Whoop-ah! 28!
Oh.
That is
That's
also
better.
a
The
failure.
1 point threshold, right?
It's better.
Yes, that is a failure.
Oh.
Is there anything else you can throw into this?
Let me see.
Action surge, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not human. He doesn't qualify.
When you get plus
Well-
5 when you spend an action point to roll
Guess I'm not either.
I think it might be +3, but still.
I'm not even going to speak to these attacks on my nature.
On your humanity.
Oh! No, that's a healing surge. Let's see. I could light something on fire. I could turn into a snake. I could light myself on fire.
Action Surge would not actually help. You get a +3 bonus to attack rolls you make during any action you gain by spending an action point.
Oh, there you go. Still a good feat, though.
Fair.
Checking on my feeds. My feeds are awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to guess no.
Why you gotta be like that?
Because we put your character together.
That's not the point. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. Oh, that's embargoed.
Embargoed. Can this be the point at which it's unembargoed?
Wow, when he tells me. Ooh, no, damn. I got nothing. Yeah, so that's a thing.
Boo.
I can reroll athletics checks. Can we call this an athletics check?
We cannot.
Then I'm afraid we have just failed this skills challenge.
Yep. So basically, here's what happens. Sakar is in the middle of the square, and he sees those guys leave the inn, and he's just like, I'm just going to play it cool, sit here on my roots, and I'm just going to, he's just going to use, just straight up perception to track them and see where they're going, at which point they stop and then walk back to the inn. And Sakar's pretty good perception sees that they totally 100% spotted Cat tailing them.
Cat.
Oops.
It happens. All right, so that didn't work.
Sure didn't.
So Little Sparkle did get some information about where they're staying. So if they're the ones thing this thing, then that might be when it goes down. They also seem to, not particularly want to get like dinner or anything. Might be just because they were not into non-business hanging out. But it might be when it goes down. You do have some very vague idea of where and when it would happen, but you don't know for sure.
Oh, ducklings. Okay. I guess we'll have to go with what we've got. So I'll head back to the inn.
Man, that duckling talk's going to be great next time we're in a fight.
You go get Orem and Randus.
Yes,
Nope.
Yeah, go back to, when I said get back to the inn, I meant go get Oro and Randus at our inn.
Okay.
Cat and I will keep tracking these guys.
Oh, Lord.
Please don't.
I can hide myself again. I have a hat of disguise now.
I think we should probably all just regroup at this point. We've been made. They're going to be on alert for more people tailing them. We're going to have to just go with what we've got if we want to try to kind of salvage this.
Agreed.
All right, so the three of you get back to the inn. Orem is looking out the window at the boat so that it doesn't go anywhere. And Randus is like distilling some stuff into some other stuff.
Making like a fish skin gauntlet sewn together with spider web thread.
Mm.
That sounds gross.
That sounds appropriate.
Sounds awesome.
It is for cats.
They're gauntlets of swimming and climbing.
Yes.
Oh, symbolism. Got it. Okay.
Now the weird part is when he tests them by running an electrical current through them and watching them climb on their own.
Yes.
It's alive.
Best part is they're climbing a Jacob's ladder of pure electricity that he's generating between his arm and his head.
All right, so these three guys walk in.
Hey,
Hello.
how'd it go?
Hi.
Did you find out what you needed?
Ish.
Not exactly.
No.
Oh. What happened?
Some of us aren't exactly suited to trailing people.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
Some of us grew vines in the middle of the town square.
Oh, well, that's not going to help at all.
One might be surprised.
I mean, if you were hiding, maybe. Were you
Well-
trying to be a bush?
There weren't exactly a whole lot of vines in the middle of town square to start with.
Oh, well, yeah. So, what did you find?
Got an idea of where they're staying and an idea of when they might be going to their meeting. It's less than I'd like to go on, but it's not nothing. So I'd say we act on it.
Seems appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah. If
When is their meeting? Does Randus have time to finish up his stuff?
Yep, he's gonna have just enough time.
Oh, good.
all right. Yeah. Yeah. If you think that's the best idea, yeah, we can go check it out, I guess.
I don't know that it's the best idea, but I think it's probably a better idea than getting blindsided by whatever it is they're planning.
It is the idea we have.
I suppose. Yeah.
So, just remind me, these two groups, they are against the Salamander's Coil, right?
They're rivals. They're all, none of them, no guild like each other.
Ah, okay. So, I don't know, if they knew that others were out there conspiring against the Salamander's Coil, wouldn't they want to be more friendly and forthcoming?
They would probably kill me on sight if they knew what I was.
Ah, okay. What are you?
I'm a truant. Truants, I mean, I'm an enemy of this coil most specifically, but I spent some time infiltrating Suspire. I've also directly foiled actions of Capricorn, so none of these are going to be my biggest band.
Yeah, okay.
You're a counterinsurgent with no particular goal. Or rather, no particular target.
I have specific targets for specific reasons. But yes, I'm not... I don't work for a single guild.
And thus they all want to kill you.
Yeah. Or, I guess if they were feeling particularly generous, they might want to capture me and ship me over to the guild that was willing to pay the most for me.
Or torture you and interrogate you. That's another good one.
Sure.
Either or.
And, they'd kill all of you as...
Yeah, well, I would prefer to avoid the killing of me.
I have some rather strong ideas about whether they would be able to kill all of us.
Oh, I mean, if the full might of any of these guilds was pressed against all of us, I mean, I guess you ran back to the central continent, they probably wouldn't spend too much resources trying to kill you. But though, they've already sent hit squads after you in the past, so I really wouldn't underestimate these groups.
How successful were those hit squads again?
Like I said, they got what they came for and then stopped. They were very successful at getting Lek.
So, should little Sparkle perhaps have one of the hats of disguise on this one, or
are they going to recognize you at all?
I doubt it. I don't know, Rodrigo. How would it be right to assume that, considering I'm a Kinku and they're pretty common, that it's not that my face is on wanted posters?
No. Especially
all over the place.
Not out here, definitely. If it is anywhere, it's closer to actual solid coil territory. But, I mean, you've literally talked to these guys today.
Sure.
So,
fair enough.
Showing up at a place where they're having a secret meeting would be weird and suspicious. That said, you don't necessarily need to walk in through the front door. You're pretty sneaky. Yeah. You might want to leave the hat for someone who isn't.
Yep. Okay. That's what I thought. So she will relay that and encourage the Fae-blooded to keep the hats.
How many hats do you have? I thought you
2.
just had the one. Or did you make 2?
Yeah.
2.
We made one for each of us.
Okay.
Which does kind of make me think we need 2 more.
Said the Kinku standing in the corner, looking out the window at a boat.
I don't believe we need 2 more.
So where is this going down then?
I can lead us to the inn.
Okay.
Let us
At least,
away.
like I said, it's where I think it's going down, and when I think it's going down, my intel could be bad, so it's possible we'll get there and it'll have already wrapped up or not be starting for 2 hours.
Or we get there and it's an 8-year-old's birthday party.
That seems unlikely.
Oh, okay.
One can hope.
Well, cake is nice.
Yeah, more likely a 9-year-old or a 7-year-old.
So
Why not an 8-year-old?
Rob has a thing against 8-year-olds.
I believe Rob likes odd numbers. They feel cleaner.
anyway, this is or these guys are staying at the River Plaza Inn, which is in the Pink Pool district, which is basically the ritziest district in town.
Makes sense. They're on ambassador's budget, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's, I don't know, probably the guys who are nobles can walk around like they're, nobles. And I'll walk around like I'm not there.
Okay.
This does seem to be our party. Walking like a noble here.
All right. Why don't we wrap there this week, and then see what's happening down at the River Plaza Inn next week, right here.
As a Cool Hand Luke
on Critical Hit.
On Critical Hit.
There you go. Good job, Brian. If you have any questions, podcast at majorspoilers.com. We enjoy receiving your emails. We also enjoy seeing all of your fan art that you send our way. We love including it in the show notes. So if you've got something cool, just drop us a line, and we'd be happy to take a look at it. Also, if you're looking for some really cool art, head over to members.majorspoilers.com. Wow. Alex has been burning it up with some awesome art over there. So if you remember a favorite scene from a past episode, chances are he has sketched it up to the extreme and is sharing it with our VIP members. So until next time...
It's really impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
So until next time... here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2016 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.
This podcast is part of the Frog Pants Studios Network. For more information about this and other shows, visit frogpants.com. Audio program so good, it's like you're there.